Hey, what's up guys? Kevin here for Snowboard Pro Cave. Today, up riding in the Whistler Park. I met up with a fan of the channel, Steve from Wisconsin. Steve, man, what made you move out to BC?
School, first of all. Second of all, I guess Whistler, like, can't beat it. It's a beautiful place. Snowboard all year round. When it snows, it's amazing. I thought I had skied powder before, or snowboarded powder before, but nah, it is amazing out here. But today we're doing park laps, sun's out.
I've been doing a few laps with Steve, gonna follow him through the park. He's absolutely killing it on the rails. I'm riding through too, just trying to have some fun, get some tricks down. Also gonna give you guys a full review of my spring snowboard gear, so stay tuned for that. But first, gonna follow Steve through. Steve, man, how'd you get so good at rails and jibbing?
You know, I just kept at it. It's what I enjoyed. Like, it was fun. If it's not fun, like, why are we here? Jumps weren't quite for me. Didn't like the icy jumps of the Midwest United States. Just like saw other people. There's tons of inspiration out here to get better at rails. Like, so many good rail riders out here.
Yeah, so much inspiration up here on Whistler Mountain. And like, yeah, we were talking about it a bit earlier. It's just about like having fun, getting into the riding that you enjoy. And so that's what we're doing today. And shout out to everyone in Wisconsin. If you guys know Steve, leave a comment below. Yo, what's up guys? So I just want to take you guys through all of the spring snowboard gear I have. You definitely want to switch things up, going from winter to spring and summer snowboarding. The conditions are different, the snow's different. Obviously the temperature is completely different. To start off, the most important thing I think is eye protection. So I've got a pair of Oakley shades. I've also got the Oakley flight decks here. Really good goggles, lots of peripheral, protect the eyes, super important. If you guys follow the channel as well, you guys know that I love these Neff Ripper mitts. They're just really thin. They've got great grip on the palms for doing grabs. And just most importantly though, they're just super thin. They keep your hands protected and not too warm, which, you know, you don't want your hands in hot pizza ovens as you're snowboarding. You want to keep them as cool as possible on days like today. Then I've got the Sandbox Legend helmet. I also have the Sandbox Classic 2.0, but I've gone back to the Legend 2.0 because of all the air vents. And I think that's pretty critical on days like today. I've also got the Sandbox balaclava. It's pretty thin, so that's good, but it is black, so I may actually pick up a lighter colored balaclava. Balaclavas are great because they can protect your skin from the sun without having to put too much lotion on.
Yeah.
Speaking of lotion, I do have my SPF 50. Try to keep my nose covered, even on the inside of my nose. The reflection of the sun with the snow can really intensify burning your nose and any exposed skin. So getting the lotion on 3 or 4 times a day is critical. I've also got a thin Nike team jacket. This is important if the weather changes, maybe get a bit of rain, can just throw this on. Or if it's even just a little bit cooler, if the sun goes down behind the mountains, can throw on this team jacket and stay warm. This is also really good because it rolls up easily and I can just throw it into my backpack. And I've got my Dakine backpack. This hasn't changed, same backpack, lots of good compartments in it. But I do have a small pair of Nike shoes. These are great because after snowboarding, I can take my boots off. When you're spring riding, your feet just heat up so much. So it's great to be able to take your boots off and throw on a thin pair of running shoes. One of the debates I've been having is whether or not to wear my bib pants over the spring and summer. So I've been going back and forth between my Vulcan pants and these Dakine bib pants. And I actually feel like these bib pants are lighter. And because they're the bib pants, you get a lot of airflow happening like through the pants. There's nothing tied off at your waist. Even though they have the extra material with the bib, I still feel like I'm staying a bit cooler in the bib pants. They're just lighter and the air flows a bit more freely. One thing I've also picked up, I've mentioned this before, is I've got some new boots. I've got the 32 lashed. I picked up the 32 lashed because they're a bit more of a softer park boot and they're just really comfortable. I've been through a few different pair of boots this season, just having some foot pain. I've gone back to a pair that I knew were comfortable on my feet and they've been great. No foot pain all spring, super happy with these 32 lashed. Dude, that was awesome, man. Yeah, Steve, good job, man.
Thanks.
That was sick, dude. I'll show you guys my board setup as well. I've rode a few different boards this spring, but I've committed to riding the Arbor Westmark Rocker. This board, it just feels a bit more surfy, staying on top of that slush. And yeah, I've been really loving it. I think the wider profile just helps me to stay more on top of the slush and get more of like a surfy feel on top of the snow. I've also picked up these Union contact bindings. The reason I picked up these is because I'm pretty much only riding park in the spring and summer, and these are a park specific binding. So the base plate is smaller, allowing your board to flex more naturally. And these bindings are a bit softer, so it allows you to get your feet and board into different positions and just really flex out any kind of tricks or landings. Been really loving the Union contacts. Awesome, guys, so that's my spring setup. I'll keep you guys posted if anything changes, but just in general, trying to keep all the apparel light, bring in a couple layers just in case it gets cold, and yeah, not forgetting that sunscreen. And then of course, I think the most important thing is the eye protection. So got the sunglasses and the goggles, so can switch back and forth. But overall, it's been a great spring for snowboarding. Gonna continue riding through the summer. We'll be at High Cascade for session 1. If you guys are around, come on down for that. It'd also be great to hear from you guys what gear you've picked up for spring. Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video soon.